BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
What's up? What's up? Chef Jeff, this dope cooking show. Hey, look, what's going on? If you are here, then you heard that our Chef Jeff has a cooking show, and it's called This Dope Cooking Show. And we own every Tuesday, without fail, 5:30 Central Standard in the middle of the relation time. All right? So, hey, look, what y'all been up to? Got a quick one for you because, like, what's going on, right? So we got to get right into it. Right into it. So, look, I told y'all last week about this virus, Show-Hantavirus. I told y'all. Now look, they here. They here with it. They all up on us. All up on us. Now I told you I had questions, right? How did we get from rats to rodent droppings to humans? Like, how we get there, right? I had questions. So look, this is what we're gonna talk about because they's not saying coronavirus, but I'm saying coronavirus adjacent. I'm not saying get ready for the lockdown and world pandemic, but I'm saying you probably need to protect yourself. Real talk. So let's talk about what the Show-Hantavirus is, right? So this is not nothing new. It's happened before, right? It's not something that like it always happens, but it's common if that makes sense. So it's not something that like, oh, humans get it, but the Show-Hantavirus is a virus among like deer, mice, rats, rodents, things like that. So that's like they cold, they flu, whatever, right? But when it comes in contact with us humans, then it becomes the Show-Hantavirus. It's already the Show-Hantavirus. So we had this cruise ship, right? Cruise ship was out where it was at, and there was mice and rodents on the ship. Show-Hantavirus, right? Some humans got it, right? 3 people have died on the ship that was last reported in the Canary Islands, right? But there were some Americans on that ship, and I'm telling you, it never fails. It's always some Americans somewhere. Just mind your business, right? Okay, so look, I know there have been reported cases in Texas. How many? I don't know. A lot of the people are in Nebraska quarantining. So, got to be careful because I don't know how fast it's going to spread, but I mean, it's in the United States. So, that's what happened with coronavirus. They came in off the plane from the East Coast and the West Coast, and it spread like wildfire. So, let's talk about it just a little bit. Let's talk about what the symptoms of Show-Hantavirus are. Because, before I get started. So there is, remember last week I talked about the chips, a recall on the chips, right? Zaps. They furthered their recall because of a salmonella outbreak in the ingredients of the seasoning. So whatever they seasoning them chips with, salmonella, right? So that is part of that recall of you listened to the episode last week or the recall episode. Also, salmonella contamination with the company Spring and Mulberry. They expands recall after ingredient contamination traced. So, mulberry. What did I say? Spring and mulberry. Spring and mulberry. Spring and mulberry. All right. Spring and mulberry. Such brands as Snickers, Mars bars. Um, let's see what other kind of candies they got. This is candy bars, y'all. So if y'all in the chocolate, crunchy bars, Bounty, Snickers, Mars bars, Milky Bar, Aero, AERO, chocolate, crunchy Kit Kat bars, uh, the Chobani biscuits, like the little breakfast, little biscuit, little coffee. Y'all probably dipping with y'all coffee, that type of situation. That set up. So look, Spring and Mulberry have expanded their recall because of contamination. All right, salmonella. It didn't have a number after of it, just salmonella. All right, okay, cool. So let's look at the hantavirus symptoms, because I don't know if you've been paying attention, but I've been paying attention because I wanted to know like how we get here, right? And ain't nobody gonna come out and say, but I'm gonna come out and say it. Somebody ain't washed their hands when they was touching something, or they were somewhere around something that a rodent went by or pissed on or pooped on, and they touched it and then washed them hands. That's how we got here. I'm gonna just tell you, hand washing 101 is you turn your water on, you put the soap on your hands, you create bubbles, you create suds, right? And you wash your hands. The best way to know that you have gotten your hands completely clean is if you sing a verse of happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Now this right here is getting up under them nails. Happy birthday to you. Okay, that's the short version, right? Short of it all, right? But wasn't no hand washing going on, and it was on a cruise ship too. This is not the first time that some type of virus or some type of outbreak has happened on a cruise ship. Stay off them cruises. If you can't go out the country, just go to Puerto Rico. Close enough. All right. Hantavirus symptoms: fever, fatigue, extreme fatigue, headache, dizziness, nausea, myalgia. That's with the muscles, muscle pain, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, shortness of breath, cough, shock, kidney failure, chills, vascular leakage, edema. That's when you like if you press on your arm and your fingerprints stay in your arm or your leg. Hypertension and low platelet count. Did y'all hear all of them symptoms of one virus, right? Not knowing that could snowball into something else. But hey, look, we're here now, right? So again, low platelet count, chills, fever, kidney failure, vascular leakage, which fluid vessels escape. Fluid escapes from the blood vessels. Abdominal pain, cough, shortness of breath, shock, edema, myalgia, dizziness, vomiting, headache, nausea, diarrhea. Upset stomach, diarrhea? Nah. Okay. Fever and fatigue, right? I said that, okay? So here we go, right? It's here. And so let's see what we gonna do about it, right? Because like I said, it was already something. It was already a thing, right? But now it's a thing in us. So how are we gonna combat that? So I just want to give you a couple of tips, right? Lysol works. There's another one called I can't think of the name of it. It's a mist. Lysol also has air sanitizer. We use that here at our house because we have dogs, and I'm allergic to them. Crazy, right? I'm allergic to dog dander. Sometimes when I get too involved with them, I start sneezing, I start coughing. It's crazy, but yeah. So we use Lysol air sanitizer. I don't have any to show you because I'm out. That's how much we be using. And we also use Lysol, right? Bleach wipes. So stock up on your Lysol, stock up on your bleach wipes, just like you did with coronavirus. Stock up on your Lysol air sanitizer. Now, don't go to my store and get it because I got to go get some too. Okay. Hold up. I'm gonna get it out. All right. How is it? So how hantavirus? Let's because my original question was how did we get from the rats to the humans, right? So it's carried by rodents such as mice and rats. Humans typically become infected through contact with rodent urine, droppings, saliva, or nesting materials. Pause. Okay, so they normally are infected through contact with rodents' urine, droppings, the boo boo, saliva, or nesting materials. Okay, so let's kind of figure out how we got kind of halfway, how we got it kind of halfway there, right? How we almost, I'm not sure. Okay, often inhaling contaminated dust or touching contaminated surfaces, and then touching your mouth or nose. What I tell you, what did I tell you? So there's somebody in there, somebody was wherever they was at off this cruise ship, messing around with something they had no business messing around with, and didn't wash their hands. I told you. It all boils down to people be saying folks be nasty, right? But this is a common, this is a dead telltale sign. Like folks be nasty, and this is what happens. 3 people dead because you're nasty. 3 people, and the whole cruise ship, the doctor, the own cruise ship doctor was affected, right? The 3 people passed away, and then there were several people. We're not even talking about the people outside of the U.S. There were several people from the United States that got it. And so they're quarantined. So that incubation period is 6 to 8 weeks. So they could be back in a normal swing of things, and then boom, hantavirus. Now we sick for we done waited 6 weeks and we done forgot we done moved. The world will move on in 6 weeks. It takes 6 to 8 weeks for a break to heal in the body, right? So you're saying this virus can incubate for 6 to 8 weeks. Week number 9, you out of here. Or you sick, like all the symptoms that I gave you, right? So all of this deadly virus transmitted from rodents to humans because somebody ain't washed their hands. Nasty. Okay, so cool. All right, this is where we at, right? Most hantavirus does not spread between humans, they say. So we got to pay attention to the news because right now they're saying, no human contact. But how all these people get? Was all these people breathing in the rodent nesting materials or around the rodents or whatever? What happened? Right? That's my question. What really happened? What's going on here? Because I mean, it's not there are cases that are rare, right? This is a rare case, rare situation. But this is huge, right? Because we got people affected from different parts of the country, different parts of the world, and this thing can blow up maybe in 6 to 8 weeks because that's the incubation period. Right now, I'm cool. I'm feeling fine. I'm all right. 3 weeks from now, hot. All this stuff going on, right? It's out here. So okay, so I had to bring this because this is insane. Because I told y'all last week I had questions, right? They was still on a cruise ship. They were gonna go. Now these folks have been dispersed to wherever they're going, to their homes, to their home states rather. And what we doing? What's up? What should we do from here? So I'm gonna tell you to sanitize heavily, right? I was one of the only lucky ones that did not get coronavirus. I didn't get it. Why? Well, I took time to isolate myself from other people that had it, right? My daughter got it like 3 times. Doc got it once. She had it once, but she had it pretty bad. But my daughter got it 3 times. And so she went to school. I told her don't go to school. She didn't feel like going to school. And she went anyway. Come home with the coronavirus and try to infect the whole house. Well, when I picked her up from school, right, I let my window down. Doc did not let her window down. So she was breathing it out. And it got on Doc. Remember, you contact. And that's how she got coronavirus, right? And so they were sick. And at the time, we were able to spread out. So they were in one room on one side of the house. My daughter was upstairs on the other end of the house. And me and the boy stayed in one room together, right? And being asthmatic, I was overly cautious because that was a respiratory situation, respiratory kind of coronavirus, affected your breathing and all that. Me being asthmatic, don't know if I still got asthma, blah, blah, blah. I didn't want to take no chances. Didn't want to check out of here before it was my time. So I did things like wipe my basket off at the grocery store, right? I kept bleach wipes. So I suggest that you get bleach wipes for the house and that you get bleach wipes for your travel to be on your person. If you carry a book bag, if you carry your purse, put you some bleach wipes in your purse. Get you the travel pack. They still work. Get you the small can of Lysol if you bad. I mean, it's up to you. I did all of them. I had a small can of Lysol. I sprayed my door handles. I sprayed my steering wheel in my car. I sprayed the doorknobs of our house. I always watched, and of course, I kept the mask on. At the time, person I knew was selling the mask, and they had some really cool ones. So I was up on the mask situation, right? Um, and then, like I said, I always washing my hands. Of course, I am a chef. I'm constantly washing my hands. I will run through. So once I start dinner today, this roll of paper towels is gone, out of here. And forget this. This is how much I wash my hands. You see this? This probably last y'all. Some people, this will last y'all a while, right? This right here, this is me cooking dinner yesterday and today. This is how long one roll of paper towels will last in our house because I'm gonna constantly washing my hands. I just don't think I don't want to eat at your establishment if I don't wash your hands. If you don't wash your hands, so that's why I can't really. Anyway, so yes, hantavirus. So like I said, bleach wipes, Lysol spray. Now, do we know what instantly kills it? Now we know coronavirus is listed on the Lysol can. I don't know if hantavirus is, but I'm pretty sure it is. Right? I don't have a can to let you know, but anything you can use alcohol, right? You can use hand sanitizer. That stuff with a high alcohol content will kill off microorganisms fairly quickly. So we had another stuff called it was another spray. Can't think of the name of it right now. I'm gonna have to get back to y'all on that one. I had another little spray that I use, and you spray it and let it dry, and your surface is ready to have contact. Okay. So there's and so a lot of people are and don't fall into the hype like it's no big deal. That's why I'm saying something today on this my platform, this dope cooking show. I'm trying to educate y'all because don't let it be something that you glaze over, right? We got caught with our pants down with coronavirus. And so with this, I'm saying don't get caught with your pants down. Don't get caught tripping. Don't get caught out here and somebody breathe on you, touch you, sneeze by you, and now you got it, right? Because right now it's still up in the air. And then all of a sudden it'll be a thing that is like this how you get it, right? So I'm kind of I'm trying to stay up on it, right? It says it as of right now, it does not spread from human to human contact. But like I said, I had a question last week, and the question this week is how did all of those people get infected on that cruise ship, right? Because it's not like on an airplane where you breathe in the same recycled air, right? It's not a thing, right? So you out on the open water. What were y'all at? What was y'all doing? All these people got it, right? It's several. It's not just like the three that passed away. It's the three that passed away plus some, right? So how we get here? I'm saying let's not be so because I watched the news and the lady was like, this is not this is not about to be a global pandemic. This is not an outbreak. This is not this is an isolated case on a cruise ship. The next day, we got cases, not just a case or three people, caught the virus and they died from the virus. It grew, it festered, right? So like, what do we do? Don't downplay it. Don't downplay it. Don't listen to the chef. Don't downplay it. This is where you step up your hygiene. This is where you step up your cleanliness to a point where, okay, should you try to come by this way, you ain't got a chance, right? I mean, that's just how like I said, I'm blessed, super blessed, and I don't take that for granted that I did not get the coronavirus. And then that comes from my daily practices. What I did was nothing outside of me wiping off my door handles on my truck and wearing a mask. Everything else was normal day to day. I mean, I would get tested. I worked at a place where I had to get tested every week, right? When I worked in the hospital, it was testing people every Tuesday. Then I worked at another place, we got tested every Thursday. So it's not it wasn't that I was like skipping by or like, no, I really never got it. And that I'm just grateful that that didn't happen. So yeah, so let's see if we can dive a little bit more. I ain't got much time. We got about 10 more minutes food job, but I'm gonna try to give y'all as much information as I possibly can. Let's see, what else did I read come across? I think we talked about symptoms for sure. Um, so let's talk about the diagnosis and the treatment, right? So early diagnosis challenging because initial symptoms mimic flu symptoms, right? So just all those things I named off could be same thing as a flu, swine flu, pet flu, monkey flu. Remember all them? So as of right now, there is no specific antiviral treatment or widely approved vaccine for the hantavirus. So if you got it, you just heard. There is none, no specific antiviral treatment or widely approved vaccine for the hantavirus. It's new. It's super new. Like oxygen therapy and mechanical ventilation for breathing. That's all you're gonna get. Dialysis if your kidney shut down. That's just what you're gonna get. Close monitoring for respiratory, cardiac, and kidney complications. They just gonna monitor you, right? So that's it. Okay, so let's talk. So as of diagnosis and treatment, early diagnosis challenging because symptoms imitate or initial symptoms mimic influenza. All right. So if you cough 2 times, that don't mean you got the hantavirus, right? You might have just walked into a dusty room, allergies, right? But it could be. See, you got a 6 to 8 week incubation period, right? So okay, all right, cool. There's no specific antiviral treatment or widely approved vaccine for most hantavirus cases. We out here, okay? Prevention. Let's talk about prevention. And this is more so talking about keeping the rodents and rats out of your house, right? This is more so talking about not interacting with wildlife because deer have it as well. Preventing hantavirus infection relies on reducing contact with rodents. That's what they put in our bowl. Reducing contact with rodents. Well, for one, me, I don't fool with Mickey Mouse no way. Okay? Mickey Mouse and his clubhouse don't need to be at my house anyway, right? Let me tell y'all one time. Okay, so look, I had the food trailer at my house. You know what I mean? So of course, cleaning and all that kind of stuff. You got grease laying around. Not laying around, but you got grease for the fryer. You got fish. You got fries. Things like that. So I'm back and forth. My trailer's outside, but it attracts, right, because of the fish smell, right? It attracted wildlife because it was a source of food that they thought because they smelled it, right? Food around one day over my garage, seen something with a tail jump off my car, and I guess I don't know where it went, but it went and then came back, and that mother sucker was big. You hear me? I went to the store. I bought mothball. I bought rodent repellent. I bought sprays. I bought everything. Fool around, trapped it. Oh, I bought glue traps too. Fool around, put peanut butter on a glue trap, ate the peanut butter off the glue trap. So he was so big that the glue trap didn't stop. Child heard him trying to get in the wall one day. Went out 3 o'clock in the morning with some spray foam, sprayed him in there. And then I had to let him out. So he got out. And then he got out of the house. Right. So hey, look, I ain't trying to interact with Mickey Mouse no way. So yeah, stay away from me. This is more so along the lines of preventing rodents and coming in contact with rodents. So seal holes and gaps in homes and workplaces. Store food securely and maintain cleanliness. Huh? Store food securely. Put your open stuff in a Ziploc bag, right? So if you got a bag of flour in your cabinet, put it in a Ziploc bag. Boom. Or put it in the vacuum sealed containers, or put it in the tight fitting containers like I got. See, my sugar is in here, right? You pop that thing off and go right, and then you got the little seal around there. See, yeah, put your stuff in there. Keep stuff out of your thing. Keep stuff out of your things. Okay. Avoid sweeping or vacuuming rodent droppings. Dampen areas first. So you got the situation. You got Mickey Mouse Clubhouse at your house. You want to like get the drop-ins and all that kind of stuff damp first, so that you can kind of subdue, so the virus doesn't get into the air, right? So you're gonna breathe it in, right? If you messing with the rodents and all that, you're gonna breathe it in, and then boom, there you go, right? Okay. So wear N95 masks, and limit close contact with affected individuals. Y'all, so look, this is all I can say. This thing crazy. I just want to give y'all some tips. This episode of This Dope Cooking Show, we're gonna get on out of here because I gotta go do some stuff, right? And then it is what it is, right? So I'm gonna catch y'all next week. I'm about to split, but stay tuned. We're gonna keep up on this virus. I'm gonna make it tune in. I'm gonna get in here and give y'all two little tidbits and everything like that. All right. This Dope Cooking Show. Chef is out.